something to do with line dancing. When something goes wrong, I can guarantee you nobody is there to help them except maybe the family. So LDF is to give them some aid. And I know this because last year, when our friend Mona in Indonesia fell sick, LDF was there for her. No doubt the donation didn't help her to live long, but it gave her a decent burial. So her family were very grateful for the donation. Okay, so this is a very important organization for all your instructors. We are doing this for your 老师, okay? So, the person, last year, you all met the founder, Betty Drummond. Okay, Betty Drummond is the founder of LDF, but there's another person who does all the other paperwork behind this organization. So I'm very happy that today we were able to invite him to join us, and he is Steve Healy. You probably never heard of him, but I tell you, he does all the important work for the CBA, okay, the thing that gives award to everybody in line dancing, and to LDF. So he's a very important person. That's why he's the king.
Thank you so much for coming today, everybody. I'm amazed there's so many people here. So thank you very much for coming and supporting the LDF. As Dr. Lim said, it is very important. When Betty set the LDF up, the reason she did it was because she looked at line dancers being so generous. You are all so generous and support lots of charities and support lots of people. But Betty realised there wasn't a charity for us, for the line dancers. And she knows that personally there were people who struggled. So instructors and DJs, if they fall ill or something happens and they can't go to class, that's what they rely on. They rely on that for their living. So Betty decided to set up the Line Dance Foundation so as we could support each other, so as dancers could look after dancers. So it's great to see you all here today and supporting the line dance community by dancing, because that's what we all do best and we really enjoy that. As Dr. Lim said, there was a very close friend who was helped by the LDF. Just recently, very recently indeed, a lady you may have heard of from Australia passed away, and the LDF was able to help her as well. And she was very influential in Australia. Jan Wiley was her name, and she did lots of fundraising, she did lots of choreography, she'd been involved in the line dance industry for about 30 years, I think, at least. And she really was very influential in Australia, so we were able to help her in this region of the world. So although the Line Dance Foundation is based in the UK, we help people everywhere. So thank you very much for coming out today. Betty asked me to send a special message to all the organisers here today to say thank you once again for going to so much trouble and setting up such a wonderful event. So thank you and all have a wonderful day.